hear the sound, until when you hear the sound, that's the direction they're going to take.
Wow.
So the original staff was the one that was leading, because when the ship come, when the ship keep going, and go somewhere, and it's not moving, then he will use this now, because the ship will just stand there.
Okay.
The ship will just stand. The black ship will just stand. So they will like,
know where to go.
it's not sitting. It's not. If they sit, that's different.
Okay.
It's just standing.
I see.
So because they were already drilled on how it's going to happen, it means that this direction is not good. Look at different direction. Then this will tell the direction for them to continue until they got to where they are. As a matter of fact, when they finally settled, the king was well rested here now, and the Gweju party from there, and they don't know if they're going to meet Fuanje again, but they have already built his palace somewhere. So now they started arranging their everything, and then all the neighboring villages, the same Gweju party from he bought it from one place to another. He had cowries. This cowrie like that. Yeah. He was the only one who has cowrie when he came. Nobody else had cowrie when the Babu came.
He made it
from the ancestors. That's what he brought. Okay. So he will go to every village, neighboring village, and buy the village from the cowrie from the people. Those that he cannot buy, he cannot convince to buy, he will suppress them one way or the other, and they will take it. He will use force and take it. So that's why Babungo is actually a united villages, a lot of villages. And all of them, all those quarter heads, they were actually kings when they were there. So, but now they're quarter heads because the Gweju Pa had to finally bring them, merge them to Babungo, and make them quarter heads there. Yes, but if things are supposed to go right, then they're supposed to be actually village help, because King Dofuan Zofani III is supposed to be a paramount ruler who is the king of Babungo in the kingdom, not in the village. Okay. Because a king doesn't rule a village now. A king rule a kingdom.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he has all these villages, but because of the people's mentality, he's going to take his place. He's going to do this. They're going to fight this. They're going to do this. He's going to shrink and keep calling Babungo a village. And then some people even keep thinking that, Babungo, the king and the Ba, they are always fighting. Okay. That is myself and the paramount ruler are always fighting. We're not fighting. The job of the paramount ruler, who is me, is to make sure the Babungo culture stays intact. Okay. Because I'm the neck. I see. He is the head. Oh. And you will see, how do you turn your head? It's your neck that
exactly. Without the neck,
no way.
The head cannot function.
And the head can never be the neck, and the neck can never be
the head.
And you cannot have any complete human being without the neck and the head. No, you must have the two. And if the head wants to leave, come and take, or if the neck wants to go and take the place of the head, by the time the neck leave and come here, what happened? The person is dead, right? So that's how it is very nice and easy in Babungo that people are supposed to understand. Then they will go to Kingdom and say, this might try to take a power. You see, he's doing it. They don't know that I am the custodian of that culture. Okay. I am there to make sure the culture stay. I'm there to make sure that he stay that king right up there that he's supposed to stay. Okay. Then he will try to compare with other areas. Yes. Everybody in Gokutunjia, they met us, we gave them land. Okay. Ask them. Baba people came. The Bangulan people came. We settled them, trained them how society functions. Take them when I settle them there. You ask for Chaka, he will tell you. Okay. They come from Babungo. They arrived in Babungo. We settled them. There's a place in Babungo, Congo later. Dango later, that's where the Bangulan people were settled, and we trained them well. Every other place, the same with Babisi, the same with Bamising, the same with Bamali, all those villages in Gokutundia, we trained them. They came and met us. We trained them and gave them land. So Kingdom was supposed to actually express its dominion over this Gokutundia. So that's why people say, I'm not normal, because I say no. What is ours is ours. What is ours? Ours is that what? And Gokutundia and the king of Babungo supposed to be the king of Babungo and the chief of Ndop. Ndop means Gokutundia. All other 13, all other 12 supposed to be under him. So he's supposed to be first class. He's sitting right there thinking that I'm fighting him, or people keep lying to him that I'm fighting him, I'm doing it. No, This is not mine. Everything here is not mine.
Exactly.
It's Bapungo.
Yeah.
That's why when you come in here, you see Bapungo.
Exactly. Bapungo.
You see that throne here?
Yes, I wanted to ask
you see that throne. Nobody sit on this throne here. It's his throne. Oh. When he visited the United States, that's where he sit. Oh. If you come to Muokang Palace, you will see 2 thrones all the time. Everywhere, people always ask, why are you having 2 thrones? Because one throne is that of kingdom.
And you can never see them.
No, that's his throne now. In Bapungo, they must be there. Empty, it must be there. And when you come to Muokang Palace, you walk there every time, his throne is there. If you go to Muokang Palace Museum, you will see his throne there.
You see. So people should stop causing confusion.
Causing confusion for no reason. It's coming from where?
And this is the best.
And they want him to be. Yeah,
his space is here. I know he will be watching it.
Yeah, and they want him to be like the same, like Baba. Baba is like a quarter in Bapungo because we train them and put them where they are. He want to be the same like Babi C, Bambala, Bangula. No, we train these people. Okay, if you have your children in the compound, they get big. Yes. You train them and give them land. Go and build it. Go and build it. Go and build it. Doesn't mean they have to be the same like you.
No.
So why is the king of Bapungo wanting to be like the Baba, the Babi C, the Babi Sing, and all of that? And then he is able to join them all. And then because they see that I'm bringing him where he's supposed to be, they join them and all they be fighting. I'm never going to leave the culture of Bapungo go. Every time there's a bar in Bapungo, they fight, they will find a way to kill him. Now he's trying to take over. And they will say, oh, when they kill him, it's going to over. But they kill him, the next one come, he said,
yeah. Like he said, it's the issue between him and the current king of Bapungo. It's not something for today. It begins in 1885 with the arrival of Zingra. And it has proceeded through the colonial offices to the modern administration. And we have contemporary case issues, political issues. And as a matter of fact, the chief just returned from Cameroon to see how he can bring peace and unity, invited by the divisional officer of Tunisia. Yeah. You know, when you speak the truth in this era, you are the bad person.
Exactly.
But when you are in politicking and positioning, you don't see the truth. But culture and tradition, when you break it, you break yourself, especially if you are the one in authority.
Exactly.
So it's not about him, it's the position. I'm very convinced that when they both are gone, when I'm not here, the people that come, if we cannot resolve this now, they will be in the same similar situation, probably even more difficult. But I applaud the job that they are doing to solve the problem. Both him and King Dauphin, the second, the third, they're trying. I wish and I hope that in a little or no time they'll be able to resolve the crisis.
I'm so grateful Muokang for that explanation, and I'm so touched by the empty throne. So that people can see and understand what we're talking about. Let me show you should know that it is his throne, and wherever you are, you have a space for him.
Yeah.
That's so powerful.
Yeah. So
people should stop causing confusion. And they should know that you're the neck.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that elucidation.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, it had never come to my mind. It's now trying to look
and
at my head. And neck.
If there's no way, you cannot take the other person's place.
And if your neck is paining, the headache you will have, it will be terrible.
Yes.
So it's better that the two of you understand each other.
Yes.
Because you can't separate the two.
Yes.
You can't separate the head.
No, there's no way. You cannot separate. It can never.
And one cannot do without the other.
One cannot do that.
Thank you for that. No, you're a great teacher. That gesture and that explanation, I will never forget. You're a great teacher. So let's go to the contemporary situation which you just highlighted. You just came back from Cameroon, and could you tell us what was the result?
Oh, thank you very much.
Please.
Because of all this going on, I didn't like it, and about 3 years ago, that's 2017, the government finally recognized me by giving me a third-class chieftaincy. And the reason that I applied for third-class chieftaincy was because King Dauphin is still second-class chief, and I have to be one step lower than him. Just like the porcupine spear where he wears 9 and I wear 7, and the red feather he wears 9 and I wear 7. Like if it's official, my crown is always going to have, you see, 7. If you look very well.
It's a porcupine.
Yes, porcupines. This I will always have 7 and 7 red feather. That's the tradition of Babongo. And he will have 9 and 9. Yeah. Any other person in Babongo is 1 and 1. You can see the difference. It's white. Yeah. So when I realized that there were things that were going on which was not right, and he himself keeps saying that he's not refusing my chieftaincy because this chieftaincy was given in 2017. I've not even celebrated it.
Not yet.
I was supposed to be installed, but he was sick. So I said, no, he has to be the one to do that. How do they install me without his presence? Okay. That throne sitting empty in Babongo, in Muokang, and they are installing me. No. In Babongo, we didn't know Dio, we didn't know governor, we didn't know everybody. We knew of no one. Because I'm his kingmaker, he's my kingmaker. If he's not there to install me, then I cannot celebrate. So I did not accept to be installed because I was waiting for him to get well. Then we were arranged so I can come. Before I know, 2 years ago or a year ago, he went back and forth, and they canceled my chieftaincy. They sent me a letter. They didn't even say I saw on social media that my chieftaincy has been annulled. I look at it, I said, first and foremost, the government don't make chiefs.
No, they don't.
They barely recognize. It's just that the government don't manufacture children. When you deliver a child, the government give a child a birth certificate.
Exactly.
And if the government give a child a birth certificate, and tomorrow the government say no, the birth certificate was mistake or illegal and tear the birth certificate, doesn't mean the child will not continue to exist.
No.
The child was existing.
Even before.
And we continue to exist, and we continue to grow the same like Muokang Palace is going. So I said, no, let me negotiate for peace because the Muokang people are not convenient with the situation. Okay. And so the Muokang Development Cultural Association, they call it Muokang, they wrote to the senior divisional officer, they wrote to the government, wrote to President Bia, all over. And the governor now instructed the senior divisional officer to call a meeting so we can sit down. So he called the meeting. I was there, Kindofon was there, and notables of Babongo. So we talked, and nobody was able to oppose his mind. But I was very surprised that I hear Kindofon himself keep saying that, because the SDO, after listening to everybody, came and said, look, I have a pathway which is easy. I'm reinstating the BAS, chieftaincy. Then you, the other chiefs that's supposed to be, because there are other 44 chiefs that's supposed to be in Babongo. You go and make your papers and bring them to me. Then you, Kindofon, you go and make your paper for first class and bring it to me. But today, I'm reinstating the what I cancel because I was taking authority for my authority. I got the authority from Yaoundé. He, inside the meeting, he said he was asked several times by the king of Babongo and the rest to cancel the chieftaincy. He said he cannot do it because he feels that my chieftaincy is even good for him. Because 1977 law of chieftaincy say to be a second class, there must be a minimum of 2 or more third class in your area of jurisdiction. Okay, if it was not Ba and Fuanja to be the 2 second class in your area of jurisdiction, who were the 2? So it means that you were supposed to be first third class. Because if these 2 are not third class, then it means you cannot be second class.
Exactly.
So I was surprised to see that the king over himself stood up and said, that statement that SDO has made, if he has made that statement in Babongo, blood could have flowed. Knives could have come or they could have knife people. How can SDO be saying he has to give back my papers? So the meeting that was going on very well, everything was fine, meeting turned into chaos.
Oh my God.
Because of what he said, he empowered his clique. Okay. They stood up now and was trying to fight in front of the SDO. So watch who are the SDO. So the SDO asked them that you people are trying to fight for telling the truth.
Exactly.
There was one of my notables, which is actually the successor of their father. They call him Uma, Tamuma. Tamuma stood up and said, no, we cannot be fighting here because Babongo belongs to 3 brothers. Okay. You have Kindofon, we have Chiba, and we have Chifuanja. So we cannot even fight. This thing has to be like that because he told the deal that It's never going to work if these three are not recognized. Man, the rest of the people, some brother, they're coming to fight him.
Okay.
They say they're coming to fight me for what? I'm barely telling the truth. Exactly. Then the angel asked them, okay, you people are fighting. The king of Babongo is living in Yaoundé because he's running away from Amber. And you people are so strong like this, but people go and fight the Amber. So the good palace that the Babongo people have built for the king for 25 years, let the king go and live there.
Exactly.
He's running away from Babongo, and you people are so strong like that to fight for the truth. That's how the meeting ended. Okay. And then I look at it, I say, but I'm sitting here. My job is to preserve the culture of Babongo. If anybody says Babongo is not what it is, then I'm sitting here, it means I'm not doing something right. So I excused myself. I asked the Jew, I said, look at this. They are not crossing the red line. They're not trying to fight in front of you. How can they even do this in public? It should not even happen. And why are they even fighting for? What have you even said wrong? What is even wrong? Just like you are trying to reinstate what's supposed to be. And again, even if it never reinstated, it is not the government who create chiefs, it's the government barely recognized.
Exactly.
So it doesn't mean that the dynasty, the bigger dynasty, will not continue to exist. No, you waste your time because the bigger dynasty will continue to exist. So pepper or no pepper,
it was there already.
I remember that a lot of people grow up before they go and declare their birth certificate.
Yeah.
So even in the next 1,000 years, they will go and declare.
Yeah. It's already there now.
It's already there. Yes. Even if they don't do it through me, when I'm leaving, the next chief will go and do it.
Exactly.
So that's how it is, and that's why we had a meeting, and that's how the meeting ended. So right now, the SDO is trying to make another man so that they can sit down and see how they can get this, and hopefully it's going to resolve the problem because Babongo is not having its rightful place in the entire Gokutunja. In Gokutunja, we don't have a senator, we don't have a parliamentarian, we don't have a mayor, we don't even have any important administrative structure, nothing. We used to have one general and the general passed away. You know? So what do we have? We don't have no general brigade, nothing, no police station, nothing. And we are the founder of the place.
Is there a post office?
Not even a post office, nothing in Babongo, not even a good hospital. So I said, why are you begin fighting
over things that are true? Instead of fighting.
Whereas we're supposed to go now, and if they have left that place that day with what SDO has done,
yes,
they could have given them a state truth for a subdivision. Exactly. Because SDO would have given those papers, 44 chiefs, and then make him first class, and I'm supposed to be second class, and the rest, including foreign, is supposed to be third class. And now we apply for a subdivision, and the subdivision can't come to Babongo. And in a subdivision, we have everything, right? Yeah. When there's a subdivision, you have a mayor, you have, just like in Balikumba. Okay. Balikumba is they have everything, though. Oh. They have a senator, they have a parliamentarian, they have a mayor, everything. Balikumba, a village that we ourselves help get the land to settle.
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine?
Now become
ruling us. So that's the problem. So that's the meaning, and that was the meaning. So I'm now taking the opportunity to say, if you are a human being in this world, please stop falling trouble in Babongo. Because it's not helping you, it's not helping anybody.
Yeah. I'm so impressed by what you just said, and you've talked about the chieftaincy crisis, and about your recent visit to Cameroon for the peace talk. I would like to thank you for being a peace promoter of peace. That's so powerful. Let's talk about the land disputes. I hear this as some other crisis you have.
Yes, there's a whole problem of land disputes. The land dispute is because of what? Most of the virgin land in Babongo now is owned by me. Not me, my dynasty, not by my ancestral land. Okay. We have a lot of it. We have Takon. Takon is it's like a village. That's where the Bajon people settle. Okay. And they were bringing so much trouble to us. My father being so powerful, push them out of there to where they are now. Bajon was supposed to be there. They call it Takon. Okay. That's where the Bajon people were. So because of that, the job that he did, the Babongo people were so happy and gave him that land. I said, look, you couldn't even speak in Babongo. The Bajon people, because they were so powerful, the people who have grown in the hills and everything, they came down and take the thing. So my father had to use his ancestral power to kick them out. So they gave him the land. So the president ruled, paramount ruler King Dofa, he went and just take the land and started selling, dishing out. So during this peace talk, there was the SDO asked him to give back my land to me because it's not good. There's also my honor ancestral land, which is called Toba. Toba means the hill that belongs to the bank. And it's not made like an individual, but like
exactly like the dynasty.
The dynasty.
Yeah.
And this land will never be sold. If anybody need land, they cut this and give to him. Even if himself or his children want the land tomorrow, they all cut and give. But he said everything. And for how much? Little thing. Because if you see the amount that they sell the land,
it's not even in proportion to the land.
This takes me to talk about there are people in Babongo who are deceiving the Babongo people, including the king. Buy land for peanuts or groundnut money. A land that will cost 50 million, they will buy it for a few hundred because the people are hungry to send their children to school. A land that will cost 100 million, guess what? How much they will buy that land? They will go and buy that piece of land for 1 million because these people are struggling to send their children to school. They are deceiving them. These are the people today who even started the fight during the peace talk. Because they know now that for sure that if peace return in Babongo and there's everything, all that land that they have deceived people. I've told a lot of times that you want to buy somebody's land, give him the value of that land.
Exactly.
And I want to assure the Babongo people here today, anybody who has bought your land for less than the value will give back that value, that land to you, or he will cut only the small part of it for that value of that land and leave your remaining land to you. That's what is going to happen because we will bring experts to access. And all these people, they are doing that because they thrive in confusion. When in confusion, they grab. Just like, look at the white people. What do? They go to Africa, go to Central Africa, they throw people they are fighting in Central Africa. Yeah. When they are fighting, they are carrying all the resources and bringing them here. That's exactly what is happening in Babongo. And they go and see them. Oh, I'm this. I'm collected the joint. Meanwhile, you're being collected yourself because you gather the government money that you're supposed to collect for the government. You are collecting yourself. You take the money instead of giving the people the value of their land. You are not giving the people the value of their land. You are not. You are not giving the people the value of their land. You are basically robbing them.
That's serious.
Yeah. So those are the people. Those are the people. And you are going to have somebody like he has been a mayor for about I don't know how many years, but 2 terms mayor. He didn't even do one thing in Babongo, even one. At the end, he went to jail because he invested all the money. He's one of those standing for the fight that Babongo should not have the statue that they deserve before the government.
He's still fighting out of jail.
He's still fighting. Now out of jail, you come out of jail, you are a criminal. You are a criminal. You are sitting there and you are trying to fight in front of the jail that the jail cannot recognize me and recognize the other chiefs. Why? Because you want the situation to continue like that so you can thrive in it, so you can gain out of it. You were a mayor for how many years? You didn't do nothing about Babongo, not even small. Not even for yourself. You can't even be proud and say this is what you did. What did you do? Nothing. Then you go and create stuff. And you lie, create stuff. Confusion. Lie. How do you be a mayor for those so many years? And then you're supposed to instead say, oh, Babongo, get what you deserve.
Exactly.
You are the person trying to stop it. You have to stop it for what? How does it disturb you? So what mayor were you for? So you were actually a fake mayor.
Exactly.
Because what were you doing? Okay, you didn't do nothing about what did you do for other jurisdiction? Babisi subdivision is 4 villages. What did you do there? Nothing. So that is why you see that Babongo is where it is, because all these people now, this is what they're doing. They go, they say, oh, we are elite. They go and steal government money. They didn't work for the money. They just steal. Then they bring the money. Then they try to do all those things, cause all those confusion in Babongo and all of that. But it's going to end because Babongo is not for sale. It's going to end. I was very happy. I was very touched by what King Dokwa said inside the meeting. He said I should come back and take my position because I left. I don't know how to drive in confusion. I left. He said, come back and take your position at the Gweji Party for like the second command and strengthen this Babongo. And I'm going to do it.
So you have all the qualities.
I'm going to do it.
All the exposure.
Yes. I'm going to do it. Everybody in Babongo will have his fair share. There will be peace, there will be unity. All those things that will be robbing people, no. And then, because I've tried it in my Muokang, it has worked. Do you know that Muokang, I'm telling you this, you can go and verify. It's on, I call Muokang a city. It's the only city in the whole world where there's no unemployment. Every youth is going to school and working his own money. Most youth, they pay their own school fees in school. Okay. Because they work their own money. Either, if you really don't want to go to school, the Muokang Development and Cultural Association, they make you learn a trade. Okay. And then they open a place for you. Wow. And you're working and paying. So there's everybody in Muokang is working and going to school, or working, going to school and making a family. Wow. There's no unemployment in Muokang. And we don't have enough, so we have to go elsewhere and get people. Okay. You can see, no illiteracy in Muokang, no unemployment. And we have a goal. What is our goal? Muokang, by the emergence of Cameroon, okay, the lowest certificate in Muokang is going to be the first degree. Wow. That's the standard. President Biya said Cameroon emergence is 1935, right? 35. By 1935, the lowest degree. 2035. Yeah. By 2035, the lowest degree is going to be the lowest degree is going to be a first degree. First degree. You don't have a first degree, you don't belong to Muokang. Okay. If you have a home, they dig the house, go somewhere else. Right. That's so powerful. And if you are in technical school, do your engineering. Okay. Yes, if you have an engineering degree, there's nothing wrong with that. And any child in Muokang who don't have sponsor, we create sponsor for them. Wow. There is no orphan child in Muokang that you say the child is orphan. Every child in Muokang, if all the parents are dead, that child have a father. I have a mother who has just adopted the child. You will not even believe that the child don't have a father or a mother. So Muokang is a place that I have tested it, and that's how I want Babongo to be. And now that the king has said, no, stop, stay away, come and take a position, Babongo is going to be like that. You're not going to see anybody go steal from Babongo. Why are you going to steal? Because you have your own money. You are making your own money. You will not see any crime in Babongo. And guess what? Babongo was the very first best place in the whole northwest and southwest to come back to normalcy. Oh, after the crime. Yes, come back to normalcy, because all the youths that they were fighting and killing and all that, we educated them. Okay, because that's what is lacking. Yeah, we educated them. Guys were just fighting. Then they come back and then now they are working. They get everything. We told them that yes, we are not saying anything is not going to happen, but understand that. Stay here, work, make your own money. Leave politics to politicians. Yeah. Leave the government to the government. Yes, sir. And that's what we are doing. If you see this United States, the number of Babongo people are here, it surpasses anywhere in Nigeria. Okay. Because when I came here and discovered this country was good, I will go to Vinku, which is one of the villages that take people from there and bring them. It was easier that time. I'll go to Finkel, take people and bring. And most of them are doctors, military officers, lawyers, make good people. And Babongo has a very solid, I mean, I can say this is Babongo, this United States here actually have another Babongo here in the United States because I made it. Okay, and I wasn't making it for myself. No. If I just wanted only the big guys, it's easy now. Exactly. All of them could have been here today. But I didn't do that. I was going everywhere taking people. I am saying this to come to the point where some people are saying that I'm dividing Babongo. Okay. How am I dividing Babongo when I go to think, I go to different and get people, empower them, make them good, they go back and develop the place. Exactly. How am I dividing the place where I create a school? Like I said, Babongo was the first place to come normalcy. I built a school at all levels, starting from daycare where you can bring a child for someone to take care of, right up to the level of high school, both commercial, grammar, and technical. The first year that we started, 3 years ago, we have more than 2,000 students. Wow. Since the enrollment has never come down, it keep going up. The first year, more than 2,000. Every time I went to school, you know what I did? No. I gave the first 2 years free. Free. Everybody should go to school. Wow. I just said everybody should go to school because I was saying everybody has to go back to school. Some parents were like, no, Amma will come and scatter the school. We cannot go and waste our money because